Welcome to 10 Minutes. Thanks for tuning in. Today's show is sponsored by Twin Cities Orthopedics. TCO has 35 conveniently locations in Minnesota and western Wisconsin. 8 of them are orthopedic urgent care centers that are open daily from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. How nice is that? A special thanks to TCO for their continued sponsorship on our site and of our YHH tournaments again this year. Speaking of the tournaments, let's get right into our big winners last weekend. The Thunder Bay Kings beat Mahtomedi in the Grand Rapids tournament, and Edina A won the EP tournament in Bantams. At the Pee Wee level, we saw Osseo Maple Grove beat EP to take the Dick Johnson Memorial in Roseau. If memory serves right, I picked that one right on. And Edina's A team won the EP tournament, beating guess who? Osseo Maple Grove. And Edina Green won the Osseo Maple Grove tournament, beating guess who? Osseo Maple Grove. A very disturbing trend for reporters of youth hockey this year. Osseo Maple Grove, guess what? Won the Squirt A and B championships of the YHH Squirtacular. Both games were nail-biters. Check out the site today to see some great video work by Mike Gallagher. He put together an awesome highlight reel of both the title games for the Squirt A and Squirt B Squirtacular. At the high school level, there were a few surprises, namely Wayzata, who beat both Minnetonka and Grand Rapids to put the Trojans back in our staff rankings top 10. Stillwater also deserves some love for beating Hill Murray Saturday night at Aldrich. A text from Hill Murray fan read, "Lost 5-2, and it wasn't even that close." And our final shout-out goes to Farmington. The Tigers edged Lakeville North for the second time this year and likely the #1 seed in Section 1AA. Featured now prospects, 2019 prospect Blaine Warner had 2 goals and 2 assists for Chaska in their win over North Branch. In 2018 now prospect Gavin Hain committed to the University of North Dakota on Sunday night, a great feat for the YHH Player of the Year last year at Bantams, and a great get for the Fighting Hawks. 2017 now prospect Scott Reedy and Grant Mismatch, both are high-level D1 commits and Minnesota natives, are #1 and #2 in scoring for the U.S. developmental program. Now for some predictions. A lot of great tournaments this weekend, including the Moose Goheen Pee Wee and Bantam AA. Both are 16-team fields. The Bantam AA has 8 of the top 10 teams in some stacked pools, including White Bear Lake, who didn't give themselves any breaks by putting #1 Minnetonka and #5 Brainerd in their pool. It should be a great tournament. But at the end of the day, no one will be able to knock off the Skippers. In the AA Pee Wee Moose, it will be a great tourney as well. I like Eden Prairie beating Elk River in the semis and then beating Park Cottage Grove in the finals. On the high school front, I like St. Cloud Apollo to beat Hibbing Friday night. If you like low-scoring, close-checking games, this one has 2 of the best teams and 2 of the best goalies in the state. I can't wait to see it. Duluth East hosts Elk River. The Elks will be shorthanded at Heritage. I think the Hounds will win this one. And finally, tonight's matchup between Benilde and Minnetonka, which you can see live here on YHH. I'm taking the Red Knights. They just find ways to win, and they'll win again tonight. Here's a really cool testimonial I found on the Twin City Orthopedics website. Hi, my name is Brendan, and I'm 13 years old. When I was 12, I was jumping out of a tree, and my foot got stuck, and I tripped and caught myself with my left wrist. It looked pretty bad. I knew it was broken right away. We went straight to the emergency room, and from there we went to Abbott, where Dr. Baker was on call. He was a super nice doctor and treated my arm better than I could have ever imagined. It healed really fast, and I was back to playing lacrosse in less than 8 weeks. The pins were cool, and I think he is the greatest surgeon around. Gotta love that testimonial. All right, let's switch gears here a little bit and talk a little bit about a YHH event. YHH is filling up its AAA state tournament at the 2003 and 2004 level. Those levels are completely full, and it's very close to filling the 2005 level. We will begin to start our invite process for the 2006 this week. The state tournament will be held August 18th to the 21st in Bloomington. If you have a 2005 or 2006 team you would like to play in this event, send an email to youthhockeyhub@gmail.com. Boom Roasted. This week's Boom Roasted goes out to any goalie dad who thinks it's a great idea to put the GoPro behind their son or daughter behind the net. It's hard enough to stop the puck in front of you over and over and over every game, but to realize that you have a GoPro behind you isn't making it any easier for your son or daughter. Please put the GoPro down and let your son or daughter enjoy the game instead of worrying about what dad or mom are thinking, what's going on behind them. Boom Roasted. Got a lot of game pucks this week. First, our staff of the YHH Squirtacular, Kurt Rolling, Todd Hauk, Tom and Jack Kupich for their great support this weekend. And how about Mark Chevalier and Carrie Smith from the Andover Hockey Association? They were awesome to work with. And who can forget Pete Carlson and his awesome crew at Schwann Super Rink at the National Sports Center. Game pucks go out to all of these guys. Thank you very much. Should be another exciting week of hockey here in Minnesota. We look forward to seeing it. We look forward to seeing you around the rink. Have a nice day.